I think the amendment to the building regulations, for me, is probably a lot of people are talking continually about the Building Safety Act. I would urge anyone to look at Part 2A of the building regulations with regards to competence and what's required. So, for instance, you'll see that you've got what's called 11A to 11O. 11A is the competence for a compliant client. So the client has legal obligations and competence requirements. If we take 11F, which is directly linked to item 35 of the Building Safety Act, you must have the skills, knowledge, experience, behaviours. So that's 11F. So you see a direct link then to the Building Safety Act. But the things like 11H is specific to principal contractors, 11K to principal designers. Some of the significant things for us certainly were that 11E specifically says that if you're not competent, you don't meet 11F, then you can't take the job on.
Okay.
And that is significant. Ultimately, we've been told competence, you have to be competent. Well, if you're not competent, meet 11F, and people wouldn't even know what 11F is.
So effectively, that's actually saying in law, if you're not competent, you must not take on the work.
You must not take that work on. It's under 11E, item 6. And what's also in the building regulations is 11I, a section that says you cease to be competent. At any time that you might cease to be competent, you must instruct and tell the principal contractor and the client. You might think, well, when would I stop being competent? A great example would be the ventilation sector.
Yeah.
Last year, we brought out specific standards for fire dampers and smoke control dampers called a BSE-FSD, specifically with skills and knowledge. And that they only dropped last year. That means anyone in ventilation has never had them. So all of a sudden you could make a case, well, actually, we've got brand new skills and knowledge. No one's got them. You cease to be competent.
Cease to be competent, interesting.
So that's a huge challenge now.
Yeah, so when a new standard comes out, then if you're not meeting that, that's an example of where you would
The law says you must have the skills and knowledge.
Yeah.
If at any time you don't have the skills and knowledge, and that really opens the question that if we're going to bring new standards out, we need to think about how we're going to deliver them. Where's the provision to make sure that the workforce have got access to upskilling programs?